EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. This is Carson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen, 26 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. L.J. Collier able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Rolling under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Darius Smith on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Packers' 33-yard line.
Now a give right side. Carson stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now Wilson. And he's he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He'll try and run it. Finding room to the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Got a couple extra yards with him. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Packers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Rodgers. On the move to his left. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Rodgers again now. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Packers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Damon Harris.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
He'll buy some time right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun on third down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Rodgers to throw once more. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And again, it's Rodgers. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. But defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On second down, it's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.